just got back from one of my, hey, let's write the words while we walk, and I'm still behind. Hey everybody, I'm author RG Long, and I get to tell you about the words I wrote this week, and I'm really excited to share them with you, even though it's not quite what I'm hoping they would have been. I think last week I told you I was hoping to have 3,000 words a day. Unfortunately, I'm ending the week with 9,000 words. As you can math along with me, that in fact is not 3,000 words a day. My manuscript right now is 36,000 words, give or take 100, and oh man, I'm in danger. See, life happened this week. It's Easter week. I told you I'm a pastor. I let you know that. So I was busy, super busy getting stuff done. I was off on Friday, but not really because we had things to do that evening. My youngest daughter had to quarantine home from school. She's cool, but she was friendly with the kid who had to go home. So, you know, I spent my day off when I would normally get like pounding in the extra words, Zoom schooling alongside my daughter. And I got to tell you, if you're a homeschool parent, mad props. Screen 5, right there, okay? Because, oh my goodness, we can't do it. We just can't. So, not exactly the week I was hoping to have as far as words, but it's progress. I've got this cool little bead thing here on my desk that shows me how many words I hope to write in the book and how many words I've edited so far, and then like what I've done. It's looking like it's getting there, but we're like halfway, man. We got to write a book. So hopefully this next week, I'm going to write 2,000 words a day. Maybe 3,000 was a little ambitious, all right? But we're going to do 2,000 words a day so that this next week, when I show you my word total, it's going to be 46 at least. That's the goal. I can math. It's going to be 48. It's going to be 50. I can math. We got this. All right. 2,000 words a day. Hey, as an author, I run into a lot of other authors. And it doesn't have to be like authors in my own genre. It can be authors outside of the genre as well. And we all have this one problem. Right now on through Kindle and Draft to Digital and all these other great resources, it's really easy to publish a book. It's really hard to get somebody to read it. And there are two approaches that you can go through this. You can do what I've kind of labeled the don't be a jerk approach, or you can be a jerk. I don't want to be a jerk. So when it comes to marketing my books and letting people know I'm writing, I really don't want to be a jerk. Some of that is kind of the high and mighty. I don't want to think I'm better than any other author. I'm not. I'm just an author who enjoys writing nerdy fantasy novels. And so I kind of want to like stay in my lane and enjoy what I do. But like while I'm doing that, I don't want to, on the author side, come across as, well, you should just do it my way. It's the best way. Because it's not. My way is just my way. It's how I learn how to balance work and books and life and family and all that stuff. But I don't also want to come across to readers as literally the only thing I do is talk about my books. So if you are an author or are aspiring to be an author and want to be, and you're kind of thinking, you know, I want to tell people about my books, but I don't want to like alienate friends and family, here you go. Here are just a couple thoughts on how you can have a book and not be a jerk about it. So here you go. The reality is you have to promote. You absolutely have to promote. I've run into several people who don't just write a book for the sake of writing a book. If you are that person, you can accomplish your goal. It's going to be amazing. You're going to hit publish, you're going to hold a book in your hand, you're going to put it on your shelf, and you're going to feel fantastic, and I'm going to be proud of you. But if you are the author who wants to make money, you can't just like hit publish and kind of hope for the best. Right? Lightning may strike, but it's rare. I mean, just super rare. So you have to promote, but you also don't have to be the guy who like Facebook messages all of their friends and says like, I've been writing a book, or starts with, hey, how you doing? And 2 messages and later like, hey, just want to let you know I'm writing this book and it's on eBay for pre-order, or on Amazon for pre-order. Like, don't be that guy. Don't be that girl. You have to promote. Here's some smart ways you can do it without being a jerk. All right? Yeah, and can it be done? Can you promote a book without being a jerk? Absolutely you can. Absolutely you can. And here's what I think you should do. First and foremost, this is huge. If you have social media, make separate accounts. Absolutely make separate accounts. This is great, because that way you have your personal life, whether you are a rock climber or a cyclist, or you play video games, or you've got a family and all you do is take pictures of your kids, of which I'm guilty. That's great. You've got your social media for that, right? And everybody who wants to follow you for your cute kid pics or for your, rock climbing adventures, boom, done, right there. And then if you wrote a book, have an account that's designated solely to your book. Now you might be thinking, oh, Ronald, oh no, I'm going to have an Instagram and a Facebook and a Twitter. No, you don't. You absolutely do not. Choose one social media site, the one you like the best, and do that. If you love TikTok the most, have a TikTok author social media account. Do that. There are some people who are killing it on TikTok. But here's the deal. Make separate accounts. All right? This is my rule. It's for me personally. You don't have to go through this, but I decided that I would only ever post about my books every 3rd book. Meaning, after I published that 3rd book, I would post one time on my personal social media account and say, hey, just want to let you guys know, I've written my 9th book. The next time I get to post about it is when I've written my 15th book. I'm really excited about that. But to say, hey, I write books, fantasy stuff. If you didn't know, you can follow me over here on my Instagram and all these other things. Other than that, don't worry about it. Back to posting cute kids. That's just my rule. And that way I'm not always posting on my personal account, to people who don't want to hear it, who don't care, and aren't my target audience anyways. That's fine. Besides, you also don't want to just be shouting into the void. I see lots of authors making this mistake when it comes to like Facebook groups. Oh my gosh, Facebook groups. I love them and I hate them simultaneously. Because there are some authors who join author Facebook groups and like immediately start pumping their books. Look, other authors aren't your target audience. Or more than likely they're not, at least. Other authors are probably writing. Go to where your market is. Go to where the people who want to read books are, and then shout at those people because they care, right? So that means if you want to join a Facebook group that's solely devoted to letting people know about like your cozy mystery, do that. Go there. Don't shout into the void other places, because these other people, they aren't your audience. They're not who you're trying to reach, and more than likely you're just going to make them mad. So go to your market. Also, have opt-in options. Right? That's what this space is for me. That's what YouTube is for me. You're not here because you care about my family. Maybe you are. Hi, Mom. It's nice to see you again. But like, more than likely, you're here because you're interested in this fantasy author journey that I'm on. Have opt-in options. You can subscribe on this orb that's going to appear here later on in the channel. Do that, all right? Or you might have an email list where people say, hey, if you want to hear about my books, subscribe to my email. I'm not getting sponsored for this, but MailerLite is phenomenal. You should have an email list. It's not a big deal. That way people can opt in to hear about your stuff, like following you on social media, having an email list, or even making a goofy YouTube channel. Do that. Have an opt-in option for your people. Even if you really want to, make it something that people have to pay for, right? Do Patreon, do Substack, do something, right? But make it opt-in to where people can choose and say, I want to be here. I care about your books and I care about what you're talking about. Do that. And then once you get there, learn some ad sites. You have to. you're going to need to learn to advertise. It's going to have to happen. And maybe that's just swapping with other authors in their newsletters, saying like, hey, I'll mention your book if you mention mine. That happens all the time. That's great. And that's a resource that you can use. But then you also might need to know Facebook ads or Google ad sites or BookBub or something. And again, there are tons of options. Amazon, where people go to potentially buy your book, has an advertising portal, all right? You don't have to learn all of them, just learn one and make a budget. Maybe your budget is $20 a month, okay? That's fine. Tell Amazon that. Tell them you can only spend 75 cents a day, all right? That's great. You might get your 75 cents worth out of advertising, but that way you're going to people who want to read your books and not screaming into the void. Learn some ad sites. Self-promote on social media. Really, actually, I changed my mind. Don't self-promote on social media. Most groups that you join have really, really clear rules in their group saying, please do not self-promote in this group. We don't want you. All right? Here, I mean, just honestly, I'm tired. I'm tired of seeing authors self-promote or like pity self-promote, saying like, I just published my book, but I can't tell you about it because there are rules about not self-promoting in this group, but I just published my book. Like, look, go somewhere else. Please, I'm begging you. Go to a different group. Oh, man. Just, you're not going to be reaching your audience if you're just shouting into the social media void, because you're probably not going to be hitting people who are in your demographic, who care, and who want to read your book. And even if they did want to read your book, by the time you've shouted at them for the 100th time that month, they probably won't want to hear it anymore. Okay. Or maybe just find your readers, right? You've gotten a couple people who really loved your book. They absolutely love it. Ask them how you can communicate to other readers like them. Maybe ask them to share for you. Say like, hey, it would be really cool if you posted on your Facebook wall and tagged me in it and said, hey, love this book by my friend, this author, you should go read it. Here's the link. Don't bug them. Don't ask them more than a couple times, because you'll lose those friends. But maybe ask your readers, hey, would you be willing to share a tweet, share a post, retweet a tweet, or whatever. Do something. My goodness, ask your readers where they get their book news, where they get their book stuff, and then go there. Advertise it there, please. I'm telling you, you can do this without being a jerk. You really can. I'm trying. I promise I'm trying. I'm not better than any other author. I'm just tired. just really tired. Hey, hopefully this next week I'm going to have a lot more words for you. Yeah, 2,000 words a day, 14,000 words total. I can math. Hopefully we'll reach that wonderful, beautiful 50,000 words by this next video. Oh my goodness, this journey's been crazy. Hey, go out there, write your book. Just don't be a jerk about it. Do me a favor, if you enjoy this channel, want to see more, hit the subscribe orb right here. Got another video coming up that you might want to see here in just a minute. Y'all are awesome. Enjoy the journey. We'll see you later.